You know, one of the first books that I read cover to cover was this one, The Black Stallion. It's a story that captures many horse lovers' hearts, and in some cases, it's impacting lives. Check it out.
There's nothing better than opening a horse up on a big, long stretch of sand and hearing nothing but that deep breathing and the wind.
When author Larry Bramblett talks about his love of horses, it sounds like a scene out of a movie. It was this famous fictional horse, the Black Stallion, that inspired him at 13 to have his own horse adventures.
Yeah, I took my paper route money, I went to an auction, I found a black horse. I had hidden it from my parents for about 2 weeks, and of course my mother said, look, she said, what, you're getting up early in the morning? I said, yeah. I said, I got another paper route. I think I was grounded from the time I was 13 till I was 15 or something. Right here. These are horseshoes, right? Now we all wear shoes.
And to think, almost 50 years later, the Black Stallion came back into Larry's life when he became president of a unique literacy program based on Walter Farley's Black Stallion novels.
And when you're listening to 4,000 to 7,000 kids chanting black, 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 you know, it just runs chills up and down your spine.
Well, there's one little girl that, I always remember this, that really impacted you and the power of this program.
I recall one time that all of the kids had actually read to him except for one little girl. And they were waiting on the bus to try to get her to go, and she was reading. And the teacher came in. The teacher was actually quite angry with the kid because all the kids were already on the bus. Everybody was doing what they were supposed to be doing. And she came in, and I could see she had fire in her eyes. Well, the closer she got to the child, she realized the child was actually reading out of the book. And before she got all the way to the child, she was crying. And I said to her, I said, well, what's the problem? And she said, you know, this child, we thought, could not read at all. And she says, she reads beautifully. And I said, well, you know, maybe it's the horse.
And it was the horse that led to my friendship with Larry and a friendship with one of his dearest friends, legendary Arabian horse breeder, Basie Tankersley.
Always found it interesting, you know, to talk to her about the horses. Anyway, over a period of time, I think we became fairly close friends, you know, right up until you know, her recent death. She just loved horses, and I think I shared you know, that with her.
And I got to share that with her as well when I bred my Arabian mare to Basie's premier stallion, Al-Marab Ben Dream.
Ben Dream is exactly what an Arabian is supposed to look like. He's rather smallish, he's very compact, he has a beautiful long swan neck and the most exotic head you've ever seen on a horse. And I think anyone that looks at that horse says, aha, this is what they're supposed to look like. It's perfect. And he was bred to your mare.
When we come back, we head into the round pen to start training my little Arabian dreamer. As you'll see, she's a dream come true. Next on Your Life Redefined. Welcome back to Your Life Redefined for a very special tail end segment. We're here in the round pen with my little Arabian filly, which I bred, Southwind Dreamz. We call her Dreamer, and my friend Larry Bramblett. And Larry, we're going to start this little baby, just getting her ready. The first kind of steps of getting her ready to be ridden. I guess we'll be starting her to ride about 3 years of age, but there's a lot of work before we could even think about putting a saddle on a horse, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing to remember is they're just babies. You want to make sure you don't stress them out, that the work that you're doing with them is not putting anything on them that they can't handle. I mean, their bones are still growing.
Well, we've been doing a lot with getting her desensitized, as you know, we just got done putting a pad on her back, getting her ready to put a saddle with the cinch, the surcingle. So there's a lot of things just to get these horses ready. We're
just taking it really slow. The wind's blowing tonight. Somebody was firing off a shotgun back there, and she's you know, she's handled all of it very well. So we're going to start out slow with one lunge line tonight. The goal again is to drop one behind her offside, just to ask her to begin acknowledging the walk, trot, and canter. And like I said, we do not want to push this horse or hurt her. And this is something that really should be stretched over a number of months, right up until they're 2.5, nearly 3 years old, when a lot of people want to send them to the trainer.
And we've only been working her out like maybe 3-5 times a week for about 20 minutes, because you don't want these guys to get frustrated.
No. You really don't want to go more than 15 or 20 minutes. You want them to just relax in the work area that they're in. Don't stress them, but get them to understand that you're the one that's going to be asking them, to work for you. And if you do that over the long haul, you're going to have a great relationship with your horse.
And explain to viewers that this is how you start getting a horse to understand vocal commands too, right? I
like to use the cluck for trot, and I like to use the kiss for canter, but working them at that speed, you don't need to do a lot of that. Just get them to understand what your cues are. And you might notice that I do my feet a lot, simply because it seems like horses respond to that.
But we're going to add a second line, and why is this so important, Larry?
Well, I just drop it behind them so that they're used to having something other than one line attached to them, and it's actually the beginning of driving these horses. What you want to eventually be able to do is to make sure that these horses will go forward. And the best way to do that is that you have 2 lines on them, and you can actually get behind them and begin driving them.
Larry, you're out of breath.
Well, no one said this was easy. And I'm just asking her to get used to this. Oh.
Nice.
Now I'm going to ask this horse to turn and go the other way.
And how are you doing that? Explain to viewers.
I'm going to do this on the outside line. I'm going to ask her to turn around, pull gently, gently, there.
Nice.
Right there. Oh. Oh. Now she's been nearly perfect. And when they're perfect, they do what you ask. Little work is plenty. 15 minutes, look at her. Tell her she's a good girl. We're done.
I can't get you to kiss the horse.
No, I don't do that.
All right. Well, listen, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Larry, and helping me work my little Southwind dreams. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have left today. Until next time, remember, it's your life, live it, and live it well. We'll see you next time. For more information about Your Life Redefined, check out our show's website at rl.tv. You're a good girl, yes you are. I guess I should work her now, huh?
You should work her.
All right. A nice relaxed canter. That was nice. Good girl. Good girl. All right, so this is the first time she's going ever out of a round pen to be ridden in the wide open. This is the first time she's coming out of a round pen to be ridden. This is a first. I'm so proud of you, little short stuff. That's right, short stuff. Smart things. So what do you think, Jen?
Who would have thunk it? A chestnut, a racing filly. 4 days. We're by cantering and out in 60 days. Oh, first started and I was bad-mouthing Arabians. Clearly, I didn't mean this one. Because she's not typical at all.
I have to give one person a lot of credit. Larry Bramblett, my good old horse friend, that actually introduced me to Arabians. And
Yeah.
he helped me deliver her, and he got her started for me. What do you think about this?
This is fun. You like it, don't you? Yeah, I don't want it to stop.
The first trot outside the round pen. That long driving paid off. How is her trot? She got a nice trot?
Very nice.
Yeah?
She's so responsive. Good girl. I'm so proud of her. I wasn't going to work with her in the round pen because she was so patient and so in there.
She's like, canter me, canter me, Jen, canter me.
Cantering in the field today. I might be a little off my game today.
That's okay. And she did good though.
She did amazing.